Mrs. Johnston. For today's lesson, we are going to learn three tricky words. And I know that that sounds like a lot, but they are very similar, and I think you're going to catch on very quickly. So let's start with the first word. So, just like we've practiced with all of our other tricky words, I'm going to write it, we're going to sound it out, and we're going to figure out this word together. Now, if we sound this out, we would have ah, ha, ha is a nonsense word. So we have to break down our word. Our word is actually he, as in he is a big boy. So H is pronounced how it sounds with the sound. But the E makes the long sound E. So let's write this and practice it a few times. If you don't have your dry erase board, you can just practice air writing it. H E spells he. H E spells he, as in he is a big boy. So that moves us into our next word. And here is our next word. Notice what it has on the end of it. But let's sound it out. There might be two ways that you work on sounding out this word. S, ah is not a word. Or you might have saw our digraph and knew that these two letters together make the sh sound. So you might have said sh, which that too is not a real word. The word that we are looking at is actually pronounced she. Remember that E on the end says the long sound instead of the short sound. So our SH is pronounced how you would expect with the sh sound. So the E is the tricky part. Sh, E. She is a little girl. So let's practice writing it and saying it. S H E spells she. S H E spells she. She is a little girl. And our last word. And remember, I told you that even so, though I said we were learning three, they were going to be really easy to learn because they're kind of similar. So here is our last one. So let's sound it out. W, a. W is not a word. This word is actually pronounced we. So the W is pronounced how you would expect with the W sound. The E is the tricky part of the word, and it makes the long sound E. We are going to the store. We went to the park. We talks about more than one person. W E spells we. W E spells we. So we learned three tricky words today. But when you look at each of those tricky words, they all share one thing in common. They all end with the E sound. That E on the end says the long sound. So let's practice them one more time. H E spells he. S H E spells she. W E spells we. He is a big boy. She is a little girl. We went to the park. Both he and she are talking about one person. When we talk about we, it includes more than one person. You will get a chance later to practice using our tricky words.